is News 3 Now at 6.
The number of coronavirus cases continues to climb in Wisconsin. The governor expected to put out more restrictions on Wisconsin residents as the cases continue to climb.
There are currently 425 positive cases in the state, including 70 right here in Dane County. Another person died in Milwaukee from coronavirus complications, making the total amount of deaths in the state to 5. We have live team coverage tonight as the governor is expected to put more restrictions in place for Wisconsin residents.
And we start with Amy Reed, who has more information on his Safer at Home plan. Amy?
This Safer at Home order is expected to come tomorrow. The governor's goal is to keep people at home as much as possible to help limit the spread of the virus. But as we wait for details, some workers worry what this means going forward. Business at the Ymca truck isn't what it was.
Honestly, it went down pretty fast. Last week, we only opened on Monday, and business was so empty.
With students home, Luis Aguilar tries things on the square, filling orders while he knows he can, while he waits for another order from the governor.
It is frustrating, especially, well, it is for me, especially this is my work, but I can't imagine for everyone else how they're dealing with, their jobs and having to stay home. And at least I'm putting hours in right now, so it's better than nothing.
Come tomorrow, more people will be asked to stay at their houses as Governor Tony Evers prepares to sign a Safer at Home order. The order is expected to close non-essential businesses and ask people to stay in their homes unless it's essential to leave.
Issuing a Safer at Home order isn't something I thought we'd have to do. It's not something I wanted to do, and it's not something I take lightly. We're all in this together, and we need to help stop the spread of COVID-19 and flatten the curve to ensure that our doctors and nurses and healthcare workers have the opportunity to do their important work.
Legislative leaders said they were surprised at this change. In a joint statement, the Assembly Speaker and Senate Majority Leader said the governor's sudden change of course and lack of specific guidance have increased the level of uncertainty and anxiety in our state. The people of Wisconsin deserve clear communications during a public health emergency. Evers said more direction will come tomorrow. For Aguilar, who's taking things day by day, he hopes this doesn't mean an early end to the season.
We don't even know how long we're going to be here like this. It could be months. It could be, I don't know.
During a press conference call today, Evers, his legal counsel, and the Department of Health Services secretary gave a few examples of some businesses that will likely be exempted from closing. That's things like grocery stores and pharmacy. As far as others, he wants to wait until tomorrow to release specifics.
All right, Amy Reed, live at the Capitol. Amy, thank you. Milwaukee's Mayor Tom Barrett issuing a stay-at-home order starting today. Residents could still go to the grocery store, the doctor, or take a run outside, but violating the order is a misdemeanor.
A second Wisconsin Department of Corrections employee tested positive for coronavirus. The employee works at Columbia Correctional Institution, the maximum security facility in Portage. CCI has suspended some rules to limit movement within the prison in an attempt to prevent the virus from spreading. As of this morning, no inmates have tested positive. State representative has tested positive for the coronavirus. David Bowen represents Milwaukee. He is now in quarantine at home and in good spirits.
Hospitals are monitoring personal protective equipment, things like masks and gloves, very closely right now as they work to treat those with COVID-19 symptoms. UW Health, Meritor, and SSM Health all say they have the protective equipment required to treat patients for now. However, there is a concern that items could run out of a large surge of patients come through, as seen in other countries.
Watch our PPE usage very carefully, multiple times per day. We have inventory checks of all of our critical equipment. We are starting to see some loosening of the national stockpile, which will help a little bit.
As it remains available, hospitals will only be using medical-grade equipment rather than homemade masks because of the unknown effectiveness. And local nursing schools are giving up their medical supplies to help area hospitals with the COVID-19 outbreak. Faculty from the Milwaukee School of Engineering and Alverno College picked up things like masks, gloves, and gowns today. If you have supplies to donate, staff at area hospitals ask you to call the hospital first instead of simply dropping it off in person.
UW Health is consolidating behavioral health, substance abuse, and psychiatry all to one designated location during the COVID-19 pandemic. Our Gabriela Becerra is live at UW Hospital to share how this could affect those seeking treatment. Gabby?
Charlotte, most behavioral health visits will be moved to telehealth platforms with limited in-person visits as decided by a doctor. UW Health says they've researched how this could work, and studies show that the content and ability to address issues is similar on a phone call as it is face-to-face. By consolidating these groups, clinic space will be opened up and doctors can be reassigned wherever needed most.
Across UW Health, we've been condensing some of our clinic spaces, and this has the effect of allowing us to redeploy staff who might otherwise be in those clinical locations that are seeing much decreased volume based on our approach to decreasing non-urgent and non-emergent visits.
UW Health is working to keep the process very similar for patients, and they've encouraged patients to call the Behavioral Health Access Line as needed. And UW Health is recommending that patients try to keep up with the frequency of visits as they move to online, and more online tools will be made available in the coming days. Charlotte?
Gabby, thank you. The Ymca of Dane County is offering around-the-clock childcare for children of medical professionals and first responders. All 3 Y branches in Dane County are offering this service. The organization can accept up to 50 kids a night. The Red Cross is providing the Y with cots. We have more information about the program online at channel3000.com.
Some Mercy Health employees are being furloughed as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. The temporary furlough program is for employees and partners not involved in direct patient care. Mercy would not answer our questions when asked how many people this would impact or which facilities in southern Wisconsin are affected. Wisconsin Department of Workforce Development working nonstop to connect people to the correct unemployment services. According to the department secretary, it has been a very busy time for them with 19,000 calls flooding the system in the first 15 minutes they were open this morning. He says while the call center is back in operation, those applying for unemployment are encouraged to do so online.
It's meant to be compensation for folks that have been let go through no fault of their own. That's kind of the litmus test of how this works. And so if you've been let go either due to COVID reasons, if a company is shut down or slowed production, and folks have been laid off without cause, then unemployment insurance could be an option for you.
Frostman encourages displaced workers who may qualify to apply sooner rather than later. Local leaders are asking people to do so at home rather than in person.
Civil and voting groups are urging Governor Evers to postpone the spring election. Groups like the League of Women Voters and Voces de la Frontera fear it will expose thousands of voters to the coronavirus. The spring election is scheduled for April 7th. The Wisconsin Elections Commission is looking for younger poll workers. The state is hoping they will replace many of the workers in their 60s and 70s with health concerns. We have a link to how you can sign up to be a poll worker on our website, channel3000.com.
Starting today, Metro Transit switching routes to its Saturday schedules. We posted a list of routes that are impacted. You can find that online. And Hy-Vee suspending its return, refund, and rain check policy, at least for the time being. The store no longer accepting returns on non-perishable items unless the item is defective. Returns on fresh products can be exchanged for a new product. Hy-Vee has also stopped issuing rain checks for products that are out of stock.
Madison and Dane County leaders highlighted some of the efforts done to combat COVID-19 locally. Madeline O'Neill shares some of the good being done in our community.
Local leaders and health officials are talking about responding to these challenges in the terms of months, not just weeks. They're encouraging us to keep up with social distancing measures as we see more evidence of community spread. Mayor Satya Rhodes-Conway says the city is working to move its meetings online and has implemented a more flexible sick leave policy for its employees.
I call on every single business in the city of Madison to do the same. Every worker in our community should have access to paid sick time.
There's no doubt that these are perhaps the most challenging times faced by our generation. We know that many people are hurting and many people are scared. Please know we are here, working together to help everyone through this challenge. Every day, I see our community coming together like never before.
During these tough times, they're also highlighting all the good being done as the community steps up to help the most vulnerable among us. Examples of that include delivering meals to elderly and securing nearly 100 hotel rooms for those struggling with homelessness. The Alliant Energy Center is also open for food distribution and packaging for Second Harvest. It's things like this leaders say will help get us through this. In Madison, Madeline O'Neill, News 3 Now.
Leaders encourage us to still get outside while social distancing, like by visiting parks, which will remain open.
St. Vincent de Paul also stepping up to help those in need in Dane County. The organization helped more than 544 households last week. Normally, they'd help about 400 households this type of week. The organization is also changing the way it serves others.
Usually people shop our food pantry like a little grocery store for what they want and prefer, and we like that model, and so do the folks who shop the place. But in order to properly socially distance and observe health and safety to the best of our ability for all involved, we're involving fewer of our volunteers, fewer of our staff, pre-packing boxes.
All St. Vinny's thrift stores have temporarily closed amid the pandemic. People can donate online at the organization's website to help offset the cost of lost revenue.
And just today, UW announced it will push back its 2020 commencement ceremonies. Senior class officers are organizing a virtual commencement for Friday, May 8th for all graduates to watch. University leaders are also working to set up an in-person event once the public health crisis has ended. Chancellor Rebecca Blank called the decision heartbreaking. Students will be notified on how to receive their diplomas at a later date. Well, staff at Chavez Elementary School in Madison did a really sweet thing today for their students. They formed a special teacher parade driving through the neighborhoods where their students live. Students and parents were encouraged to step outside and wave high.
Snapping a moment in time to document a major moment in history. The work a photographer is doing to capture the coronavirus pandemic. That's next at 6.
Okay then, why do professional builders and remodelers choose nuns? Appears to be reason number 307, which must be that folks really appreciate the expert help of a nun's designer. Oh. And at the big box store, expert help might not be available. So why should you choose nuns? Yeah. Isn't it obvious? Nuns. Kitchen, bath, and flooring.
Choosing a window replacement company is tough. We asked our customers why they love their new Champion windows.
Working with Champion was such a great experience that they've made our home much more comfortable now.
We have saved 25 to 30% on our energy bill since installing the windows, which blew my mind.
Right now, Champion Comfort 365 windows are buy two, get one free. Plus, buy now and pay nothing for a year.
I love my new Champion windows.
Let Champion help you fall in love with your home. Book your free in-home consultation online or call 888-930-CHAMPION today.
Feed your family for less with Hy-Vee Mealtime. Delicious meals to go that feed a family of 4 for just $19.99. That's just $5 a person. Try our delicious pasta dinner. Get both lasagna and chicken Alfredo with breadsticks or garlic cheese bread and a 2-liter of Coke. Hy-Vee Chinese with 4 entrees, rice, egg rolls, crab rangoon, and Coke. Or 2 family-sized pizzas, breadsticks, or garlic cheese bread and Coke. Make mealtime easy with Hy-Vee Mealtime to go.
As a young woman, you know your body is always changing. And some days, you just feel like sitting out. We understand. And every day, Upland Hills Health is here for you.
Cramps? Heavy periods? Questions about birth control? We can help.
For comprehensive women's health services near you, choose Upland Hills Health. Upland Hills Health. We help write new health stories every day.
We're making an effort to bring some positivity and joy during this difficult time for all of us. And a photographer in Lake Mills is hoping to do the same in his community.
Jamie Perez shares how he is documenting this time in our lives.
1, 2, 3.
For photographer Paul Giroux,
He can close his eyes.
social distancing doesn't have to mean social isolation.
We do portraits outside on the front porch or sometimes through the window.
And those photos have been just so amazingly haunting to me. They're beautiful.
In a world that none of us wishes were reality, Giroux is finding a way to capture the beauty in a situation we all wish we could escape.
I think we'll be totally different from once we get on the other side of this. And I want to capture this for people.
Right now, he's working pro bono on a project called Portraits in the Time of Corona, capturing what social distancing and time at home looks like in our world for what it's suddenly become.
And I just feel like this is an important thing to do to really connect with families here locally, but also to record this time in our life so that when the kids and the grandkids and their grandkids look back, they have these portraits of what they were going through at that time.
While following the social distancing rules in place by the CDC.
Get really relaxed, real comfortable there.
Giroux is capturing the moments we are all struggling to find some assurance in. And he's reminding us all that the one thing more precious than our time is the people we spend it with.
Hopefully we'll get through this quickly, hopefully. I pray that we do.
In Lake Mills, I'm Jamie Perez.
This will give them something to remember.
News 3 Now.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
Paul Giroux is encouraging others to do the same for their own communities and reminding people we're all in this together.
To learn more about this project, head on over to channel3000.com. Well, it's going to start feeling like spring. We're back with your full forecast right after this break.
At Mastercraft, we engineer doors that turn houses into homes. From traditional doors that everyone loves to custom doors as unique as you. Open, close, swing, slide, and slam day after day after day. Mastercraft, great doors inside and out, exclusively at Menards.
Stop waiting and start saving with 11% off everything now at Menards.
You know who really loves fresh food? Amateur chefs, stay-at-home parents, salad lovers, barbecuers, smorgasborders, hors d'oeuvres, fondue-ers, and flambéers, midnight snackers, brown baggers, bakers, and throw it in the microwavers. At Pick and Save, you can get all the fresh you want at a great price with same-day pickup and delivery. Because we believe in fresh for everyone.
My money should work as hard as I do. So I use my Freedom Unlimited card to buy all the latest tech stuff. Today, I'm earning on a charger.
So just the charger then?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Earn 1.5% cash back on everything you buy with Freedom Unlimited. Chase, make more of what's yours.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about coming together. It's families, friends. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
We're back at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison
for a big drawing.
Let's go down to Tina.
Hey guys, we're here for the drawing of the brand new car, and there sure are a lot of anxious people waiting to see if they've won.
And the winner is Alan Jordan.
Yes! Congratulations!
Marie, baby, we won. We'll get rid of the old beater your dad gave us. Marie. Looks like Dad's gonna get the old beater back.
Yeah, right?
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
Light snow last night, but that melted pretty quickly. Even though we had cloud cover for much of the day, there were a few breaks in the overcast, especially east of Madison for a time. The clouds have kind of filled back in, but they are starting to break up toward north and west, and at least a little bit of that clearing should work its way far enough south to give us a little bit of sunshine during the day tomorrow. But you can see, while the cloud cover is widespread, there's very little in the way of precipitation anywhere across the Midwest right now. Three things you need to know in the forecast. Expect dry weather to continue through most of the day on Wednesday. There could be a couple of showers north and and west of Madison late in the day on Wednesday. But for the most part, we'll see a little bit of a warming trend with high temperatures in the upper 40s for tomorrow, about 5 degrees warmer than today, and upper 50s expected by Wednesday, getting some sunshine in the morning before the clouds start to move back in the afternoon. And then after that, wet weather is on the way for the second half of next week. We'll see some on and off showers beginning Wednesday night through Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and probably into early Sunday morning. At times, it could be mixed with a little bit of snow when temperatures are cold enough at night. And Friday night, there could be a few thunderstorms mixed in as well. In fact, over the next 10 days, temperatures will be near normal for tomorrow, above normal for Wednesday, and then pretty close to average through the weekend. But as we get more sunshine next week, temperatures should jump back up into the upper 50s on Monday and probably be between 60 and 65 for much of next week. Out in the western and central Pacific Ocean, very stormy weather pattern with a number of weather systems, a huge storm system off the Aleutian Islands of Alaska. But what that's doing is it's driving the jet stream northward and creating a block. You can see the big bulge in the jet stream here, and notice how the western Pacific Ocean is very quiet right now. So eventually we'll get into a less active weather pattern once we get beyond the weekend, and it looks like we'll see again some shower chances for the second half of next week, but I don't see any major storm systems, at least for our part of the Midwest. The jet stream across the United States still pretty active in the southern part of the United States, and that continues to feed moisture through, but the heavier moisture, the more significant showers and thunderstorms should stay mainly to our south. So as we look at weather track, you can see right now we're almost right underneath that jet stream. Lots of clouds, but little in the way of any kind of precipitation. So as we look at future track, the clouds will continue for tonight, but tomorrow during the day they'll start to break up a little bit, allowing us at least some sunshine. That coupled with east to southeasterly winds will start bringing temperatures back into the upper 40s for tomorrow. And then a southerly wind flow on Wednesday, coupled with some sunshine in the morning, should get temperatures up into the upper 50s. Late in the day, the clouds start to move in, and here come the shower chances. The first batch moves through Wednesday night. Thursday, we'll still see plenty of clouds. There might be an off and on shower chance, and then better chances for rain will probably arrive sometime Thursday night into Friday. As far as the precipitation, computer model forecast, the very latest update, has now brought in more rain. This is assuming that some thunderstorms start to move through, especially from Friday night into Saturday, just before the models who are only showing about a ½ inch of rain. So we'll have to keep an eye on that because we'll see off and on rain for about a 4 to 5 day period. But the 8 to 14 day temperature outlook calling for above normal temperatures and below normal precipitation as we head into the early part of April. So for tomorrow, look for skies to be variably cloudy, a little milder than today, high temperature at 49. And the 7 to 10 day forecast calls for that off and on shower chance starting Wednesday night, off and on through Saturday and into early Sunday, then dry weather along with milder conditions expected for next week.
Ahead in sports, a former Badger offensive lineman is announcing his retirement from the NFL. We'll tell you why, that and more, coming your way next in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Only the 5 and Up lineup from Pizza Hut lets you get some of these, a bunch of these, or all of these. Starting at just $5 each when you choose 2 or more. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
When we face adversity, we find a way through it. It's about taking care of each other. It's the small parts that make a big difference. At Chevy, we promise to do ours. We're offering Chevy owners complimentary OnStar Crisis Assist services and Wi-Fi data. If you need a new Chevy, interest-free financing for 84 months with deferred payments for 120 days on many of our most popular models. You may even shop online and take delivery at home. It's just our way of doing our part.
These days, it's hard to tell the difference between judges and politicians. I'm Jill Karofsky. I'm running for the Supreme Court to stop corruption.
Jill Karofsky, mother of 2, prosecutor, trial court judge.
On the Supreme Court, I'll make decisions based on the law and its impact on real people, not corporate donors.
Jill is supported by law enforcement across Wisconsin for her record as a tough, fair, independent judge. Jill Karofsky for Wisconsin Supreme Court.
At Hy-Vee, we're doing everything we can to make your life easier, healthier, and happier, and save you money with this week's Hy-Vee hot deals. Bar S Jumbo Franks, just 98 cents. Hormel marinated pork loin, only $4.99. Skippy peanut butter, just $1.99. Jumbo Honey Crisp apples, only $1.48 a pound. And Lay's or Sun Chips, just $1.97. Continue to count on low prices, hot deals, and more, only at Hy-Vee.
It's time to spring forward and embrace the longer, brighter days ahead. It's also the time to get your home improvement projects going with 33% off windows, siding, and doors at Buildco. Plus, no interest until 2021. Kickstart your season, save some serious cash, and let the good times roll. Buildco, improving lives, one home at a time.
33% off ends soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Hi, everyone. Tuesday morning, we'll be tracking the late-breaking details on the coronavirus outbreak.
And as people stay home to stay safe, the home can be anything but safe for victims of domestic abuse.
We'll share resources at 4:30.
Badger offensive lineman Travis Frederick has decided to call it a career, retiring from the Dallas Cowboys today at the age of 29. 2 years ago, Frederick developed Guillain-Barré syndrome, an autoimmune disease that affects nervous system. He returned to the team last year, was selected to the Pro Bowl, but says he felt he could no longer perform at his highest level. The Sharon, Wisconsin native was chosen by the Cowboys first round of the 2013 draft. Badger volleyball team adding to its roster today. Grad transfer Deanna Kraft will join the team in the fall. That's according to head coach Kelly Sheffield. Kraft is someone that Sheffield recruited in high school, but she ended up playing sand volleyball at Pepperdine. She's earned second-team All-American honors and will have at least 1 year of eligibility here at UW-Madison. Badger volleyball player Dana Retke, a finalist for a national award. This is a big one. The Sullivan Award has been given out since 1930 to the nation's best amateur athlete. Retke, one of the 10 finalists for that award. Some other athletes that are up for the award include Oregon women's basketball player Sabrina Ionescu, Iowa wrestler Spencer Lee, Clemson University quarterback Trevor Lawrence, and Marquette basketball star Marcus Howard. You can vote for Retke at aausullivan.org. The International Olympic Committee continues to try to figure out what to do with the Olympic Games in Tokyo this summer, while Australia, Germany, and Norway joining the list of countries calling for a postponement. One longtime member of the IOC says the Games will be delayed until 2021, but that has yet to be officially announced. The Patriots losing another veteran, kicker Steven Gostkowski, who's been on the team for 14 seasons. The 36-year-old is the franchise all-time leading scorer, 1,775 points, but he only played in 4 games last season because he had hip surgery. We've been seeing so many stories of people in the sports world helping out amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Cowboys defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence getting the D-line outside and giving back, driving through a drive-through food truck around Dallas, serving 500 meals to healthcare workers and first responders for free. That looks like linebacker Jalen Smith there as well. Cavaliers owner Dan Gilbert owning a real estate firm in Detroit. The company is the biggest landlord in the downtown area there, and today it announced it will not require small business owners to pay any rent, building expenses, or parking fees for April, May, and even June in some instances. So nice to have those folks giving back in their local communities.
How does it feel to go back to sports?
Well, Melissa was supposed to do sports. We had a little technical difficulty, but yeah, I could still do sports.
I was next in line.
Felt like old times, Gary.
It did. Yeah, you did fine.
You're up next, Gary.
Okay. Well, I can stick to weather. Still pretty cloudy out there. I think we'll see a fair amount of clouds tonight, but things actually very quiet on radar. You can see on temperatures right now, they're going to drop over the next 12 hours down to just above freezing by early tomorrow morning. So it won't be quite as cold to start the day tomorrow, and getting a little sunshine mixed in with the clouds should allow temperatures to at least get up close to 50 tomorrow afternoon, and following that we'll be up to 57 on Wednesday. Then we'll see off and on rain chances pretty much from Wednesday night all the way through early Sunday morning. It could be mixed with a little snow Thursday night and Saturday night, maybe a thunderstorm Friday night, but next week looking very nice, partly sunny skies and milder weather.
All right, Gary, thank you, and thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.